Let's talk about stretching and bust a big myth. Most people think stretching is just about pulling on muscles to make them longer and more flexible. But here's the real secret. Your flexibility is controlled by your brain and nervous system, not just your muscles. When you stretch, it's not just a physical act. It's a conversation with your brain. Your brain decides how far you can safely go, based on trust and past experience. So, stretching isn't a battle with your muscles, it's a negotiation with your nervous system. Once you understand this, you'll approach flexibility training in a whole new way. Ready to see stretching differently? Let's dive in. Let's get started. When we think about flexibility, we often focus on our muscles and joints. But the truth is, your brain is the real boss of flexibility. It's the central command center, orchestrating every movement and dictating how far you can safely move. It's always working tirelessly to keep you safe, acting as a vigilant guardian, constantly assessing potential risks and limiting movement to prevent injury. This protective mechanism is deeply ingrained in our nervous system. Your brain is constantly setting limits on how far you can move based on its perception of safety and stability. These limits aren't necessarily a reflection of your physical capabilities, but rather a reflection of your brain's comfort zone. If you rarely use a certain range of motion, if you spend most of your day sitting or performing repetitive tasks, your brain interprets this inactivity as a sign that this range is unnecessary or even dangerous, and it restricts it to prevent injury. It's a use it or lose it scenario. That's why you might feel stiff and restricted in the morning. Your nervous system is cautious and on high alert until it gathers enough information to know you're safe to move freely. It's like a security system that needs to be disarmed before you can access your full range of motion. Flexibility isn't about forcing muscles beyond their perceived limits. It's not about brute strength or pushing through pain. Instead, it's about gently and patiently convincing your brain that it's safe to allow more movement, gradually expanding your comfort zone. The more you gently explore new ranges of motion, the more you signal to your brain that these movements are safe and controlled, and the more your brain relaxes its grip, the more freedom and flexibility you'll experience. Stretching, therefore, is about building trust with your nervous system, creating a sense of safety and security within your body. It's about communication and collaboration, not forcing your body into positions it perceives as threatening. So, to get more flexible and unlock your body's full potential, focus on gradual, consistent progress. Small, incremental improvements over time are far more effective than aggressive, sporadic attempts. Teach your brain that new movements are safe by approaching them with patience, awareness, and control. That's the smart, sustainable, and ultimately most rewarding way to unlock flexibility and experience the joy of free and easy movement. Let's take a common flexibility goal like touching your toes as an example to understand what's really happening with your hamstrings. Many of us strive for this but find ourselves stuck, feeling that familiar pull in the back of our legs. When you feel that tightness in your hamstrings, that sensation that stops you from going further, it's easy to assume your muscles are simply too short. But what if I told you it's not just about short muscles? It's actually your brain hitting the brakes. Your nervous system plays a much larger role than you might think. As you begin to fold forward, inching closer to your toes, your nervous system is constantly monitoring the situation, sensing unfamiliar territory and potential threat. And in response to this perceived threat, it tells your muscles to resist, creating that feeling of tightness and limitation. That tightness isn't necessarily a true limit of muscle length, but rather a protective signal, a safety mechanism designed to prevent injury. It's your body's way of saying, "Whoa, hold on a second, this is new." Here's proof. Under anesthesia, when the brain's protective signals are temporarily turned off, people can be stretched much further than they ever could consciously. The muscle tissue itself hasn't magically lengthened, but your brain, no longer perceiving a threat, isn't stopping you from achieving a greater range of motion. So if you want to truly improve your flexibility, don't fight the tightness, don't force your way through the resistance. Instead, work with it, listen to your body, and approach stretching with a sense of curiosity and patience. Gentle, consistent stretching, performed regularly, teaches your brain that these new ranges of motion are actually safe and manageable. Over time, as your brain becomes more comfortable, your nervous system will gradually allow more movement, expanding your flexibility. It's about patience and trust in your body's ability to adapt, not about forcing yourself into positions that feel painful or unsafe. That's how you really get closer to touching your toes, by working with your nervous system, not against it. Let's meet the muscle spindles, tiny sensors inside your muscles. Their job? to monitor how much and how fast your muscles are stretching. They send real-time updates to your brain, helping it decide what's safe. This system, called proprioception, lets you sense your body's position without looking. When you stretch, muscle spindles are on high alert, reporting any new or fast movement. If you move too quickly, they sound the alarm. That's why slow, controlled stretching is key. It keeps your nervous system calm. Quick, bouncy movements trigger protection. Slow holds build trust. Remember, your sensors are always watching, so move mindfully. When muscle spindles sense a rapid stretch, they trigger the stretch reflex, your body's automatic defense. This reflex makes the muscle contract to prevent overstretching and injury. That's why bouncing in a stretch often backfires. Your body fights back, increasing injury risk. The solution: slow, gentle, sustained stretching. When you hold a stretch, the muscle spindles adapt and stop sending alarm signals. Your brain then allows the muscle to relax and lengthen a bit more. This is where real flexibility gains happen, not through force but through patience. Avoid the tug-of-war with your Bodyguard reflex. Ease into stretches, hold, and let your nervous system adjust. That's the safest, most effective way to improve flexibility. Trust the process. So, what's the best way to stretch? Static stretching. Ease into a position, feel a gentle pull, and hold it. No bouncing, no jerking. This method calms your nervous system and lets your brain know it's safe. Hold each stretch for at least 30 seconds to allow your body to adapt. Over time, your brain increases its tolerance for new ranges of motion. You're not lengthening muscles as much as teaching your brain to allow more movement. Consistency is key. Gentle, regular stretching works better than intense, infrequent sessions. Avoid pain. Pain tells your brain to tighten up, not relax. Each stretch is a message. This is safe. That's how you unlock lasting flexibility. Now let's synthesize all the information we've covered and put it all together into a practical routine. We're going to walk through the key elements of a successful stretching program, focusing on how to integrate them effectively into your daily life. Think of this as your roadmap to improved flexibility and overall well-being. Consistency beats intensity every single time. It's far more effective to stretch regularly, even if it's just for a few minutes each day, than to have sporadic, intense sessions. Think of it like watering a plant. Consistent, gentle hydration is better than occasional flooding. For optimal results, aim to stretch 5 to 6 times a week. This frequency allows your muscles to adapt and lengthen gradually, leading to sustainable improvements in flexibility. Consider scheduling your stretching sessions like any other important appointment, making it a non-negotiable part of your week. When performing static stretches, hold each position for 30 to 60 seconds. This duration allows the muscle fibers to fully relax and lengthen, maximizing the benefits of the stretch. Use a timer to ensure you're holding each stretch for the appropriate amount of time. Aim for 2 sets per muscle group. Repeating each stretch allows for deeper relaxation and further lengthening of the muscles. The second set often feels easier as your muscles become more pliable. Alternate muscle groups during your stretching routine. This approach not only prevents overuse injuries but also keeps your sessions more engaging and balanced. Focus on major muscle groups like hamstrings, quads, back, and shoulders. Vary your stretching routine to keep it efficient and engaging. Incorporate both static and dynamic stretches to target different aspects of flexibility. Experiment with different stretches to find what works best for your body. Always listen to your body. Pay attention to the sensations you're experiencing during each stretch. Gentle tension is good, indicating that you're effectively stretching the muscle. However, pain is a clear signal to back off and adjust your position. Never force a stretch beyond your comfort zone. Remember to take 1 or 2 rest days each week to allow your body to recover and adapt. Rest is just as important as stretching when it comes to improving flexibility and preventing injuries. Use these days to relax and recharge. Remember, your brain is the gatekeeper of flexibility. Your nervous system plays a crucial role in how your muscles respond to stretching. Breathe deeply and stay mindful during each stretch. Deep breathing helps to relax your muscles and calm your nervous system, allowing for a deeper and more effective stretch. Focus on your breath and the sensations in your body. This isn't a race, it's a journey. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. It's about building a better connection with your body, fostering a deeper understanding of its limitations and potential. This connection will not only improve your flexibility, but also enhance your overall body awareness. As you progress and your flexibility improves, you'll notice a greater range of motion and ease of movement in your daily activities. You can explore building strength at your new end ranges. This involves incorporating exercises that challenge your muscles in their newly acquired range of motion, further solidifying your flexibility gains. Stay motivated by tracking your progress and celebrating your achievements, no matter how small. Remember why you want to be more flexible. Whether it's to improve your athletic performance, reduce pain, or simply feel more comfortable in your body, keeping your goals in mind will help you stay committed to your stretching routine. Be patient, stay consistent, and trust the process. Flexibility is not an overnight achievement, but a gradual journey of self-improvement. With consistent effort and mindful practice, you'll be amazed at your progress and the positive impact it has on your overall well-being. Embrace the journey and enjoy the process of becoming more flexible. You've got this.